Hello everyone, thank you for joining us here on our channel. What I'm going to show you are a few Halloween masks that we did last year. The very first one is a porcelain doll with sharp teeth and broken face, and underneath the veins are showing. The second one is a simple robot. I could have pushed it a little further, but at this point, this was the last one. I was really tired. The third one is a Bratz rendition of Harley Quinn, the old Harley Quinn, and this is real hair on the sides, and I did glue that down and paint it. The fourth one is the classic Halloween pumpkin. On the very top is a stem that's made out of foam. The fifth one is the classic clown. I really liked how this came out. It was the very first one I did. And lastly, I did the Night King, and I like how it came out. I'm gonna show you exactly what I used and how I made it. Okay, so these are the things that you need. You're gonna need clear gesso and white gesso. That's gonna be painted on the face. Those two here. And on the right side, I use gray paint, light blue. I also use black, but that's glow paint, and that's white. Also use black to mix in on the face. I'm using two masks because they're really flimsy. I got them from Amazon, so I had to make it really strong. And I use hard as nails glue to glue it together. So I just pretty much took it apart and I put glue all over it on specific areas, and I had to let that dry for 24 hours for it to even harden up and to kind of stay together. I'm pretty sure there's a better way of doing that, but that's all I had at the time. And after it dried, I drew over the face with, outline what I wanted to draw. So first, like I said, I took those two gessos, mixed them together, and painted over the face. And after that dried, I took the pencil and then sketched out my design. And then I started to use the different paints, and you can use the glow paint to actually make it glow in the dark. So that's what I did. So just a little bit more further information about what I did. Okay, so the two masks, like I said, I got them from Amazon, and I didn't know what they were going to look like when I got them, so I just used the nails glue and I glued it on the inside. And then for the horns, I actually used Reynolds wrap, and most artists know that you can use Reynolds wrap to shape pretty much anything. And so that's what I did. I took it and I wrapped it into my horns, different horns, and I had to flatten them out, and then I put them in the specific areas on his head. So right here on the mask itself, you can see that's where I put it at. I had a reference picture that I took offline, and I had to flatten it out and also crease some of those edges to make them sharp, to kind of look like it's ice, because it is ice coming out of his head, to make his crown. And so this is just a little close-up of the, it's not a good close-up because my camera is not as well as I want it to, not as good as I want it to be. One thing I did was actually take Mod Podge, and after I painted everything, I put Mod Podge on the outside and made it, everything to hold in, and it was shiny. And like I said, what you'll need is a brush, something wide enough that it's going to cover everything. You don't want a small brush and you just have to keep going back and forth in the Mod Podge. Okay, so now I'm going to show it from beginning to end. I'm going to show you a series of photos. The very first photo is me gluing down the horns. I had to get them just right. Kind of looked like a dome at first, but then I, glued more of those horns on using the hardest nails glue. It was the only thing that was really holding it down pretty good. And this is, me kind of sketching out where I need, the eyebrows to be. And I've, at this point, painted it with the gesso, with both gessos. And this is me where I had actually sketched out all the lines in his face. And then from there, I took my gray paint and I outlined the gray, the lines, just, to make sure that the lines were in there. And then I used my dark blue, blue and black and gray, and mixed them to make those colors. And then this is just a little further progression. I had to, try to make ridges seem like they were deep enough. And this is the final product. This is a picture of Miss Moon. I took a picture at 2 different angles and added a background and did a little editing to it to, fit the tone. She is now the baby Night King. And I am super excited to watch the last and final season of Game of Thrones, and I know you are too. That's all the time I have for today. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching our video. Also, like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, see you later.